Today, we honor the life and legacy of Martin Parr, the British photographer whose bold, colorful images transformed the way we see everyday life in the UK. From seaside holidays to supermarkets, Parr captured what others overlooked, forcing viewers to confront the ordinary with humor, irony, and an unflinching gaze. Who was Martin Parr? Martin Parr was a British documentary photographer born in 1952. He became famous for his vivid color photographs that explored the daily lives, rituals, and leisure activities of ordinary people in Britain. He joined Magnum Photos in the 1990s and later founded the Martin Parr Foundation in Bristol, dedicated to preserving and celebrating photography. What made Parr's work revolutionary in Britain? Before Parr, British photography often focused on romanticized landscapes, formal portraits, or idealized images of society. Parr deliberately chose to photograph the mundane, the kitsch, and the unglamorous. He used bright colors, flash, and tight cropping to capture the reality of mass leisure, consumerism, and everyday life, which challenged polite societal expectations of what was considered suitable to show. What were some of his most notable early works? One of Parr's most famous early projects was The Last Resort, 1986, a series documenting holidaymakers at New Brighton. The work highlighted human behavior, eccentricity, and class differences. Initially, critics accused him of condescension or exploitation, but over time the series came to be recognized as an honest, anthropological look at British life. Why did Parr's work cause controversy? Parr's focus on the ordinary, humorous, or seemingly vulgar scenes often made people uncomfortable. Early critiques accused him of humiliating his subjects. Later, in 2020, he faced criticism over editorial decisions involving older photographs that were considered insensitive by modern standards. Despite these controversies, Parr engaged in discussion, reflected on context, and his work continued to spark conversation about representation and photography ethics. How did public perception of his work change over time? Initially, many saw Parr's work as ugly or intrusive. Over time, critics and audiences recognized its honesty, humor, and anthropological value. His images became iconic, changing the perception of British photography by legitimizing everyday life and consumer culture as subjects worthy of serious attention. What are the recurring themes in Parr's photography? His work often explored consumerism, leisure, national identity, class differences, and rituals of everyday life. He photographed seaside holidays, supermarkets, package tourism, food culture, and colorful kitsch, always combining humor and irony to make viewers reflect on society. How did Martin Parr influence other photographers and artists? Parr's focus on ordinary life and mass culture inspired generations of photographers to embrace everyday subjects. His work demonstrated that the banal, the kitschy, and the humorous could be celebrated in fine art and documentary photography, and his foundation continues to support photographers and exhibitions today. What is his legacy in 2025 and beyond? Parr's legacy is enduring. He helped Britain confront and accept the visual truth of its own society. His aesthetic continues to influence how we see leisure, consumerism, and national identity. His themes remain relevant, from social media culture to tourism, everyday rituals, and multicultural society. What might Parr photograph if he were active today? Given his lifelong fascination with leisure, consumer habits, and cultural rituals, Parr might explore post-pandemic tourism, influencer culture, globalized consumption, or everyday multicultural Britain. His sharp, colorful, ironic eye would likely continue to highlight both humor and truth in society. Finally, Martin Parr changed the way we look at ordinary life, turning the mundane into art and forcing us to confront our culture with humor and honesty. His photographs remain a vital record of British life and a source of inspiration for artists worldwide. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our channel for more educational content about artists, photography, and cultural history.